Hey guys, were you ready for this plot twist? Her other company called the Geeky
Aaron got
Cauldron
almost
got $78,710 from a PPP loan. I need to make a comment right now. You cannot reason with someone like this. You cannot send them a perfectly worded moral argument, ethical argument about what they're doing is wrong. She doesn't care.
You need to strike the fear of God in this person's heart.
So, guys, if you know me, you know that I hate a scam, okay? Hi, it's me. I'm the problem. It's me. But this time, the problem is none other than Storybook Cosmetics. So, I don't know if you've heard of Storybook Cosmetics. Actually, if you haven't, I will show you. Okay. This is what it looks like. You've probably seen, like, for example, I'll just show you, like, the Burn book right here. They were popular for like their Harry Potter brushes and stuff like that. Basically, the premise of Storybook Cosmetics, which is a great premise, by the way, is just doing makeup based on, like, you know, you can see here, Little Women, Sherlock Holmes, Harry Potter collection. They've done the Starry, I mean, I don't know what the Starry Night has to do with books or stories, but whatever. Burn book, whatever. It's kind of like pop culture, stuff like that. So they've got a lot of different stuff. They became really popular because it's a good idea. Cruelty-free, made in the US, allegedly. They became so popular, in fact, that they started to sell in Ulta. Okay, so you might have seen some of this going down. You might have seen this on the website. I actually had this in my cart at one point. I had this in my cart. The Ulta, you know, Burn book, whatever. It was $55, so it was not cheap, but it looked pretty cute, and I liked the colors on it or whatever. So yeah, they sold in Ulta. So, you know, I feel like, I don't know about you guys, but whenever I see a company selling in Ulta, I'm like, oh, that's their legit company. They have obviously the licensing somehow from Mean Girls to do this, so it's all good. Well, you might also have seen them because they were very popular. People were doing a lot of reviews. People that you may know, Jeffree Star did a bunch of reviews of them. Rose brushes, probably for Beauty and the Beast or whatever. So there was a lot of stuff. A lot of people do like tutorials and stuff like that. Well, let's go over here. So, enter in the main characters of this villain story. Okay, these are the Maynard sisters. So it's Erin, Mandy, and Missy. They're triplets, okay? First of all, I just want to say this and segue 1 second. They have tried to kind of become famous and popular and like rich or whatever in other ways before. They've tried out for allegedly like American Idol. So yes, this is the Maynard sisters. Now, they started originally, this is before Storybook Cosmetics even began. They started a Facebook group basically where nerds could come together and just nerd out over their fandom. It was a big group on Facebook. So a lot of the girls that were on Facebook and in this group, a lot of the women, mostly women, I think, they got to know each other. They got to know the Maynard sisters, and they really found a community there that they could kind of go to. And it was all based about like the nerddom and the fandom and just being like a super fan of a lot of stuff, right? So that was before Storybook Cosmetics even started. And one thing that one of the sisters, I believe it was Erin, started, okay, was the Fandom of the Month Club. Now I want to show you what the Fandom of the Month Club looked like. And this is before Storybook Cosmetics. And this was basically started from the Facebook group because there were so many people in this Facebook group and they had a big support for that. And obviously they already had an audience for that. They started like the Fandom of the Month group. So that is what I'm going to show you right now. So this is kind of what an example of like what you would get in the Fandom of the Month subscription. It was like a subscription box, basically. So you would get stuff like this, like little jewelry and stickers and, things like that. If you like Star Wars, then you could get that. Okay? You could get Harry Potter. There was all of this stuff. And it became very popular very fast because, once again, it's a pretty good idea. I know I would purchase stuff like this, like Lord of the Rings. I would purchase stuff like this in 10 seconds. You know what I'm saying? And at the time, it was a pretty decent price. And then obviously Storybooks Cosmetics, kind of fast forwarding, they launch and the prices are way higher. But these were actually at decent prices. For the first part of it, they were shipping out orders decently well, and then it kind of tapered off. Well, this is what happens when you go to the Instagram now. Okay, this is what it looks like. It looks like Fandom of the Month Club, Original Fandom Jewelry Club. Every month receives specially picked fandom inspired jewelry, only $13 a month. Sign up through the blue link. Okay, so there's the blue link. It's obviously set to private now, but when you go to the link, this is what you get. Okay, so you get Fandom of the Month GoDaddy, no longer available. It's gone. Sorry. See you later. Okay, not going on anymore. And there wasn't really a whole lot of explanation about where this went. Nothing like that. They kind of transitioned into like Storybook Cosmetics a little bit. But okay, this is some evidence right here. I found this article where this writer is talking about the subscription of the month, Fandom of the Month book club, whatever month club. And what's interesting about it is that, because I think she writes in here, yes, Erin and the Fandom of the Month Club have been working endlessly around the clock to amend a bunch of issues they've been having with manufacturers and suppliers. It's been a hard battle these past couple of months, and they've unfortunately received a lot of hate for it. It's so sad to see so many people having to go at them for issues that are beyond their control. Okay. To make up for the long wait, they have been incredibly generous and have gifted those people who are still subscribers, despite all the kerfuffle, these awesome complimentary grab bags. So basically what they sent people, okay, what they sent people when people were like, where's my stuff? They're like, oh, here's a grab bag to like tide you over. Okay. Cause they were having problems back then with the supply or whatever it was. So they just basically sent a bunch of stickers and like pieces of paper and like a trading card. There's a random Cinderella. Like, these are all random fandoms that they basically have like overstock stuff that they couldn't sell it. So that is the Fandom of the Month, basically in a nutshell. Like I said, this is before Storybook Cosmetics even came out, and this is run by Erin. Obviously, there's only 3 of them, but she's like one of the main scammers. Okay, spoiler alert. You may be thinking, okay, whatever. Fandom of the Month Club didn't work out. All's well that ends well. Whatever. She was fulfilling orders, no big deal. Not a lot of complaints. Okay. Well, like I said, this Facebook group that they started, okay, was really, really popular. When they decided to launch Storybook Cosmetics, immediately they had a ton of support from this very specific community. And from just watching some videos of some people on TikTok that were in the Facebook group, they said that they felt like they were like special because they would get special discounts and they would get pre-sale and stuff like that. So this group really was like one of the first. They were like the founders club. Do you know what I'm saying? They were like the founders club of Storybook Cosmetics. They launch, they immediately do really well. Immediately, right off the bat, they do really, really well. Things led to another, and they ended up in Ulta. Exciting stuff. At this time, no one really knew, like not a lot of people knew that they were having a lot of issues. Like when Storybook Cosmetics came out, I think people were getting their orders from Ulta, for example. They only stocked 2 palettes at Ulta. They did the Burn Book palette, and then they also did the Witchcraft and Wizardry palette, which you can see back here. Okay, so those were the 2 that were stocked. They did have some problems right at the beginning as well when they were stocking with Ulta. So that was kind of a sign that maybe a company that bit off more they can chew, they maybe didn't have the inventory or the supply, or maybe they didn't have, enough people working there or whatever it was, which is understandable for a new brand. But when you get into Ulta, things obviously change. None of this is anything to really talk about until we get into the major problems. Okay. Things start to become very bad when Storybook Cosmetics launches. So on the Storybook Cosmetics website, people would order, okay, and then like these expensive palettes, like I said, a lot of these big palettes were like $55, and it would take months for them to get their products. Sometimes they wouldn't even get them. There was not really a customer service email or anything like that. It was really, really weird. And they also started something as well, which was called the Storybook Cosmetics Book Club. Okay, so people are not really receiving their orders, but other people don't really know this is happening to like everybody else. And at the same time, they decide that they're going to launch their Storybook Cosmetics Book Club, which is also a subscription. Okay, this is also a subscription service. So this is, for example, what one of those would look like right here. So this is one of the months, and this is Little Women. This is something you would get. I think it retailed for about $25 a month plus shipping. Shipping was around $4, and it was allegedly, like I said, made in the USA, cruelty-free. So this is what it looks like. Once again, great idea. Book club, but it's makeup. So every month you get like a bookmark that comes with. It's cute. Storybook Cosmetics. And then the spine, you can literally use this as decoration. It is a good idea. And then here's the inside of it. So you got the Little Women, a lip gloss. You've got some eyeshadows, and it's cute. There's a mirror in there. There's a quote. The whole thing. So this is the idea of it. Well, this book club did not last very long, okay? So kind of similar to the fandom of the month, where it just sort of tapered off and people were like, okay, what happened to this? Same thing happened with the book club. It was supposed to be a monthly subscription, okay? Monthly. It eventually turned into every other month. Then it turned into random months, and then it was very sporadic. And then all of a sudden it was just gone. So I think they did like maybe 3 or 4 rounds of the book club, or maybe it was more than that, but they didn't really get to a whole lot of that. Okay, so that was another like failed venture, and just for whatever reason, like it just didn't really work out that well. And everybody's like, okay, maybe they just bit off more than they could chew. You know what I'm saying? Like they're trying to ship to Ulta, they don't have enough stock. They're trying to do the fandom of the month, don't have enough stock. Like, hire someone or get like a better fulfillment center or something. Like, something's just not right. And they keep doing all these different ideas, which are good ideas and creative, but they're just not executing them at all. Well, here was another scandal I have to show you. So here is the next one. Now, I saw a couple people say that they have gotten Storybook Cosmetics in their BoxyCharm, and that's true. So they did do a collaboration with BoxyCharm, which is the makeup subscription box, which I'm sure a lot of you guys already know about. But basically every month you get random makeup, and some of them are full size, whatever. Well, they made specially like 3 palettes or something like that for BoxyCharm. And this YouTuber, which this video is deleted now, but she basically made a video saying that these palettes are not the same quality as a typical Storybook Cosmetics palette. I think somebody somehow found out that they were made in China, which, like I said, they allegedly make all their stuff in the USA. That's like what they market it as. So for them to be private labeled in China, like that doesn't really align. It was that really cheap quality, and everybody's like, this stinks. So people were not happy about that. So that was like another debacle that kind of happened, but still, all of this stuff still is not enough, okay? Is not enough to really warrant like that much drama, okay? But we will get into the major drama. Okay, we will get into the major drama right now. Basically, the crux of the issue is with the CEOs of the Storybook Cosmetics. Okay, so like I mentioned, it's run by the Maynard triplets, and I haven't seen too much about Missy, who's one of the triplets. Like, she's not really involved in a lot of this somehow. Like, she just wasn't. But the other 2 are like world-class scammers, and they've been scamming people for years. I'm talking years, okay? And they have stolen thousands and thousands of dollars from people, from all of these women that were in the main Facebook group, okay? That original Facebook group that was started for like-minded nerds, which, by the way, I just have to say this, these triplets kind of capitalized on the whole I'm a hot nerd thing. Like, I feel like it's sort of a front. Like, I think it's just something that they did to try to get money. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to show you first a video from someone that's going to explain a lot, because this goes on a long time, guys. This is not like, you know, something that just happened in the last couple of weeks or something like that, or like even last year. This has been, I found a video. This was made 2 years ago. 2 years ago. But things are just coming to light right now. I mean, people have been talking about this for a while, but this was made 2 years ago. Okay. I'm going to show you it right now. And I'm also going to watch it on 1.5 speed. This is from Jilly Gets Fitty. And she basically talks about her experience, and this kind of is going to lead us into everything else.
I literally brought this chair upstairs just so that I could spin in. Hey everybody, it's Jillian. Welcome to my channel. Honestly, I don't even know what this channel is anymore. If you looked through my recent videos, then you would probably guess that. But today I'm making quite a different video than I usually do, and it is because I have something very interesting that I want to share. And it's probably why you clicked on this video. You read the title, so let's get right on into it. If you did go and look at my older videos, you would see that I was doing makeup on this channel for a little while. I am personally a makeup lover, and I wanted to be a booty guru. And I have drawers full of makeup next to me. Now, I am also a huge Harry Potter fan, and I have been since I was a little kid.
Let me just say also, this girl comes with receipts. Okay, she comes with the receipts.
And so in October 2016, I was seeing articles about Harry Potter makeup brushes, and I was hooked. And so I saw these Harry Potter inspired Wizard Wand makeup brushes, and now I begged my parents to buy these for me. And
By the way, Storybook Cosmetics became very popular very quickly because one of the first products they came out with were the Harry Potter makeup brushes. They were just like, they looked like the wands. You can literally private label these from AliExpress. Like, you can buy them on Amazon for 15 bucks. They're super cheap. They're obviously private labeled. That's how they became popular fast, is because obviously so many people love Harry Potter. And at the time, there wasn't any makeup themed like Harry Potter.
My dad actually did go ahead and buy them for me because it was my first semester of college. I was away from home for the very first time, and I was very depressed. And then, because I was familiar with Storybook Cosmetics now, a few months later when their Harry Potter inspired eyeshadow palette came out, I also begged my parents for it. And my dad still felt bad for me because I was still pretty depressed, and he went ahead and bought it for me again. And then a little while later, they came out with their rose gold Wizard Wand makeup brushes, and just like, listen, I've been like really depressed the past couple of years, and it just like makes my dad feel a little bit better to be able to buy me something and make me a little bit happier. And so that's how I got 3 different items from Storybook Cosmetics. And just to like prove it and everything, this is the first set of Wizard Wand brushes that they sold, and this is the rose gold set, and here is their first original palette. Now, it's been a few years since I bought anything from Storybook Cosmetics, but I was still getting their emails because I had signed up for them, and occasionally I would look at them and I would see fun makeup products, because if you are familiar with Storybook Cosmetics, you have seen their products.
By the way, this website is not active anymore. Like, so this is some good visual of what the website looked like. It was actually a very well designed website. Very well designed. It had all the book club stuff for book nerds. Like, this is stuff that you can't even see anymore because you can't even go to the website anymore. I don't think. I tried to go to it and it said, like, don't go here. It'll give your computer a virus.
They're very cute. They're very aesthetic. And I live for
And you can see, by the way, that they retailed for $55.
that shit. You know, they sell a lot of cute things, and I would
They had
see
a
a lot
lot
of
of
stuff that I
stuff.
wanted, and I would add it to my list of makeup that I wanted to buy, you know, like in the future when I like actually have a job. So fast forward a little bit to the end of last year. It is almost Black Friday, and I get an email from Storybook Erin, which like I don't actually know how I got on this email list. It was probably from Storybook Cosmetics. You know, like Storybook Cosmetics probably like took their entire email list and added it to Storybook Erin's, you know, so they could like sell more products and stuff. But anyways, it was Sunday, November 24th.
Think about that. So she took all of the customers from Storybook Cosmetics, anybody who had ever ordered from Storybook Cosmetics, and put them on the mailing list and emailed them about an offshoot company. Okay?
4th, 2019. I check my email and I see that I
And
have an
she
email
started.
from Storybook Erin, and so I open it. And when I open this email, I see a really cute Friends necklace.
This is the same girl that came up with the Fandom of the Month box. Okay? So she created like gift sets of her own. This is a completely separate website. Completely separate business, okay? This is not related to the Storybook Cosmetics, although she is an owner and CEO or founder, whatever, of Storybook Cosmetics. This is a completely separate thing called like Erin's Fandom Party, as you can see at the top. Okay. And on everything, she's called Storybook Erin. So she was selling like Friends stuff. I don't know how she even got the licensing to this stuff, but she emailed her, who's not her customer, and, solicited her through email.
And it comes with a pin set, and on their website it is half off. Plus, in this email, there's a 20% off coupon code, so I just felt like I had to have it. I'm a huge fan of Friends. I've been watching it with my mom since I was a little kid, and so
And that's the thing. Hold on. I just want to mention, like, that this is the thing that reels in so many people. They're capitalizing on our love of all of these popular shows. Like, if anybody made a Lord of the Rings, whatever, I would buy it. In 10 seconds, I would buy it, because there's not a lot of stuff out there. So it's like, if you love Friends, you're gonna buy something like this. You're not even gonna think twice, So they capitalized on that, and then they continue to scam people, and they scam their own community of people that loved fandoms. Like, it's gross.
I just felt like I had to have this. I had some money at that time because I was working at Ulta, which, like, I can make a whole separate video about my experience working at Ulta. And I actually didn't know this until a little while ago, but when I was collecting receipts for this video, at the bottom of this email that I was looking at on November 24th, it says, USA customers have guaranteed delivery by Christmas.
I just want to mention, by the way, this is very, very important that she's talking about this. The fact that you are supposed to get this by Christmas. Okay, the fact that you are supposed to get this by Christmas is very important. Guaranteed.
So I placed an order at approximately 3:57 p.m. I got a confirmation text immediately. I was like, hell yeah, I'm gonna have this super cute Friends necklace soon. Plus some pins that I'm just gonna keep in my pin drawer because I'm too scared to use my pins because I'm afraid they're gonna fall off. And then I think about my best friend. Her name is Talia. She also has a YouTube channel. I will link it down below. She loves Friends too. She has been watching it for many years. And this was before the start of this year when they took Friends off Netflix. And I just think, oh my god, my best friend would love this. This would be an amazing Christmas present for her. And then I thought about my other two best friends who also like Friends. And I was like, oh my god, this would be such a cute Christmas gift for my friends. So I decided to buy 3 more sets of this Friends necklace and pin set, and then I'm all set with my Christmas presents to my friends. So I placed a second order within minutes of placing the first one.
But
now this time I didn't get a confirmation text, but it immediately shows up in my...
By the way, pay attention also to the date that she got these and ordered these. November 25th, 2019. Very important.
Bank account as a pending charge, so I'm like, chill, it went through. Now you might be looking at these screenshots and being like, are you really making this video over $45.80? Well, hell yeah, I'm making this video over $45.80.
And hold on a minute, guys. I just want to mention this also. $45, that's all some people have. That's all that they have. That's the only expendable money that they have to spend on the stuff that they like, to get themselves a little something that they like. And, especially on like a fandom thing, that it probably means the world to a lot of people. Like, a lot of people I know, Harry Potter means everything. If they bought a Harry Potter pin, with like the last $45 that they had, it's despicable. It really is. Yeah, it's groceries. It's gas in your car. It's water. I don't know, anything.
I'm a broke-ass college student. I could do a lot with $45.80. And also, if the events that I'm about to tell you about had transpired a different way, maybe I would not be making this video. But here we are. So in my confirmation text that I got, they sent me a link which takes me to my order confirmation site, and it has a USPS tracking number on it. So over the next few days, I'm tracking my order to see if it's been shipped yet, and on November 27th, I see that a shipping label has been created. So I'm like, hell yeah, it's about to ship, I'm gonna have my order soon. Raise the roof. So I'm waiting a few more days. In my confirmation text, it says we'll notify you when it ships. So I am very shortly expecting a text when my order ships. And now Thanksgiving and Black Friday go by, and I'm like, okay, maybe they're just busy, and I will give it a few more days. Now I forget about it a little bit, and on December 16th, I'm like, okay, it's been quite a bit of time. So I decided to email them, which, by the way, the only way you can find their email is through the order confirmation page. 16th. Like, you cannot find a link to this email any other way on their regular site or anything. It has to be through the order confirmation page.
Did you hear that? So there's no customer service email available on the website. You cannot find this unless you've placed an order on the website, okay? So, once again, very shady. And, like, why would you ever have to look for it? You just assume that when you're ordering from somewhere that's kind of well-established, as they were in Ulta, you would think that they're well-established enough to have the necessary things that all businesses have, which is the customer service number. I mean, nothing. But you have to remember, this is also not Storybook Cosmetics. This is Erin's fandom of the month party or whatever.
So on December 16th, I sent them an email. And I'm like, hey, I ordered a few weeks ago and my order still has not been shipped. When is it going to be shipped? And then I hear nothing back. So then a few days later, on December 21st, I emailed them again. I sent it to the same email address plus another email address that I found stalking one of their many, many Instagrams. And so in the second email, I'm like, hey, I emailed you guys a few days ago and I was just wondering when my order is going to be shipped. And they also said if I don't hear anything back in 24 hours, I will be filing a complaint. And I was like bluffing a little bit, but like not a lot. And then I hear nothing back. And so then January rolls around and I get really busy with school starting up and everything. And I'm just like, oh, I'll just call my bank and I'll have them reverse the charges. And by the way, I didn't actually do that in time because I don't like talking on the phone. I have phone anxiety. And also because I just kind of forgot a little bit. And so
I 100% relate to that also. And I feel like that's like the people that are in a nerddom or fandom, you know, they're just naturally probably going to have phone anxiety. And I think that's how they got away with so much stuff. People are just like, okay, I'm going to put it off. Yeah, I'm just going to procrastinate this. Like, it'll come eventually. They're going to assume the best of people. And I think that's how this all just sort of transpired.
So then literally months pass, and I'm getting real fed up with not hearing anything back from them. I wanted to buy something with my $45.80 that I should have. So on March 7th, I sent a DM to storybook.erin, and I hear nothing back.
Did you hear that? March 7th now. She ordered it back in November of 2019. It is now March 7th, 2020.
On March 10th, I emailed them a third time using their main Storybook Cosmetics email address, and I said, please give me my goddamn refund. Well, I didn't say that, but I said something very similar to that. I also used this new chat function that's been added.
She used a chat function. She's doing everything she could possibly do.
On Storybook Erin's website. And I said the same exact thing that I've been saying. I even went to their Facebook page and I angry reacted to their last couple of posts. And I ended up commenting on one of them to please give me my goddamn refund. I want my refund. And now it's kind of late at night, and I am really pissed about having ordered from them 3.5 months ago, emailing them 3 times, DMing them on Instagram, commenting on their Facebook, asking their website directly, and never hearing anything back. So I go ahead and I make a complaint with Shopify. And I even go so far as to make a complaint with the Better Business Bureau. But you cannot find anything for Storybook Erin. So I made the complaint with Storybook Cosmetics.
What she's saying, though, which I was mentioning before, because this is not Storybook Cosmetics, this is Erin's company, she technically had to file just with Storybook Cosmetics, even though that's not who the company was. And she couldn't file because Erin's not registered.
At least on March 10th it wasn't. And then I go ahead and tweet about how I'm trying my hardest to get blocked from Storybook Cosmetics' Facebook page for angrily commenting on everything and tagging them in it. And now I wake up the next morning and Storybook Cosmetics has responded to my Better Business Bureau complaint. The next morning, they responded with, this customer is not a Storybook Cosmetics customer. This complaint doesn't apply to Storybook Cosmetics. So suddenly I get a response immediately when I take it up with the Better Business Bureau and some sort of authorities, but I've personally sent them how many messages over the last 3 months, and they could never respond then. And now I, being petty, I go ahead and reject this response and say that it is not resolved with the Better Business Bureau. I say these businesses are all tied together, they're owned by the same people, and they're scamming people. I tell them I've contacted them a million times in a million different ways, and I've never heard a response back. And then suddenly I take it up with the authorities, and I get a response back immediately. And then I also heard back from Shopify that they're going to do an investigation, but they can't tell me anything regarding this investigation, which is no help to me, and they just tell me to contact my bank. Now, I just want to make it clear, I would have...
And she did, by the way, contact her bank. I think she's about to explain it right now. Everybody's bank is different. Some have better policies than than others. It kind of depends, but her bank was not really working with her, and the time had kind of passed for her to get a refund.
Accepted a refund from them. I would have accepted a simple refund for my orders. I wouldn't have complained to Shopify. I wouldn't have sent a complaint to the BBB. I wouldn't have angrily commented on their Facebook posts if I had only gotten a response back. These people that own Storybook Cosmetics, the scam triplets, they start these little side businesses so that they can scam people out of money. Probably to fund Storybook Cosmetics because it's not like they don't make enough money from their already paying customers. They, and specifically Erin Marshall, leave these items up for sale on their websites, and people buy them because they're really cute and because they love Friends and Harry Potter and Doctor Who. And the triplets, and specifically Erin, takes their money and never delivers. And so I did a little digging for this video. Honestly, not that much digging, like first page of Google digging. You can go look at Storybook Cosmetics' Instagram account, and most of their comment sections are open, and most of the comments are positive, but occasionally you'll find a few negative comments on their posts about people like me wondering when they're gonna get their orders, when their orders are gonna ship, or when they're gonna get their refunds. But then you can go over to Storybook Erin's Instagram account, and all of the comment sections are turned off. If somebody wants to comment something to her, they have to scroll really far back to find an open comment section. And do you want to know why they do this? It's so that potential customers will go to their Instagrams and not see any of this negativity. I wouldn't be surprised if they deleted the majority of the negative comments on their posts, especially on the Storybook Cosmetics account. A potential customer is not—
I told you, she came with receipts. She has the receipts, and she is A scorned woman.
Not going to go digging weeks back on their social media accounts. A potential customer is probably only going to look at the recent posts on the account. And so then you scroll long enough to find an open comment section, and it is filled with comments from people like me asking about their orders. When will their orders be shipped? When are you going to answer my emails? When are you going to answer my DMs? When are you going to give me my refund? There are so many people like me. So many people in the same boat as me. And it honestly makes me sick to my stomach. And that's why I'm making this video. How can somebody in good conscience sit there and take money from people with no intention of delivering their products? And you scroll far enough back on Erin's Instagram account and you're gonna see posts like, oh my god, I'm so depressed, woe is me. I can't do all of this by myself. Then hire somebody to help.
By the way, she's not just saying this to like, you know, she's not being bratty when she says this. This is something we'll bring up later in the other TikToks and things like that. This woman uses like depression basically and mental illness as like a shield for her bad behavior. Okay.
You then close your website to stop future people from buying your products. And there are people in her comments defending her, like, oh my god, stop being so mean to her.
I feel like I just need to preface that because I feel like people are going to hear her say that and not understand right away why she's saying that and think, oh, she's not being, you know, she's being mean to somebody that has depression or something. She's not, trust me.
She's depressed. Like, yeah, I'm depressed too. I've been giving her a break for 5.5 months at this point. Yeah, I'm depressed too, but I don't have a Shopify store open where people can purchase products that you're never going to deliver, where they can essentially throw their money away. Being depressed does not justify stealing money from people. Oh, and look, right there in her bio is a link to a website where you can go and purchase products that are never going to be delivered. And not only this, they have an Instagram account called Storybook Keeper, which is the Q&A Instagram account for Storybook Cosmetics. And all of their comment sections are also filled with people asking about their orders, asking about Fandom of the Month or Storybook Erin. But Storybook Keeper cannot help them. You need Fandom Club Keeper to help you. But Fandom Club Keeper has not posted since January, and also does not respond. And in a post on January 14th, she claims to have dropped the ball and promises that it will never happen again. But my orders are from November, and my emails are from December. And as per the Fandom of the Month Club Instagram, she added a partner to the Fandom of the Month Club and the Storybook Erin jewelry shop very conveniently 5 days before I placed my order. And in my digging, I have discovered that this is not a recent problem. I found this Facebook post from Ginger Kate from over a year ago of people with the same issues.
This is a year ago. Okay, over a year ago, but she made this video in 2020. This video was made 2 years ago. So this is now 3 years, dating back 3 years of these scams happening.
Orders that were never fulfilled. And people are still finding this post and commenting on it, as recently as a few weeks ago. There are Reddit threads dedicated to the scam triplets, and sadly there's not a lot of information on these threads. The evidence is mostly scattered along other threads about their products.
Lots and lots of threads. This is years ago too.
Now, I just wanted to give you guys a few updates because I wrote out this little story a few weeks ago. I wrote it out in like March and now it's May 9th. I called my bank a few weeks ago to try to get these charges disputed, but with my bank you can only do that when it's within 3 months of an order. And I obviously ordered in November. So I emailed them again and no response. Who could have guessed? And it's been a while since then. And then on April 1st, the BBB, my friend the BBB.
I know a lot of people don't like the BBB and they say it's a Karen Mafia, whatever. But in this case, this was the only thing she could do, and she did it.
April 9th, the best day of my life. I got incredible news. The Better Business Bureau opened a file for Erin's fandom party. And they transferred my complaint to Erin's fandom party. And this is great, great news. Because it means that they can't claim that I didn't order under their business anymore, and they're going to have to respond to me. They have until today to respond, so I will make an update if there's anything to update you.
Okay, I will say this though. She never made an update video that I know, so maybe they never responded. So maybe in that sense, the BBB did nothing. This is the only thing she can do. She's never gonna see that $45.80 ever again. So, yeah, there we go.
And with that, I'm going to end this video. Don't buy it.
So they ghosted her. If you get in this situation, first of all, what I would say is you need to request that money back as quickly as possible. Don't drag your feet. And the second thing you need to do is you need to make a YouTube video or a TikTok, because then it will end up, you know, in front of me, and I will make a video. Oh my God, it looks like I'm crying. It will end up on my lap, and I will make a video telling everybody I know what happened to you. So, okay, let's move on now to the horrifying TikToks, because it gets worse. So this is just someone who had ordered randomly from the Storybook Cosmetics website, got poached by Erin Erin's fandom because she was a Storybook Cosmetics customer and then unfortunately bought something and never got her money back. There are other people that were in the Facebook group who know this person on a more personal level and were even worsely taken advantage of, in my opinion. They were manipulated, they were gaslit, and honestly, given excuse after excuse, they were scammed out of even more money that they will never see again. So I want to just turn your attention to some of these TikToks because they're astounding, okay? A lot of people are asking, how did I even discover this? So I originally saw the Cliff Notes gal. She did like a really quick summarization, which I can't show you exactly because she's got music over it and I don't want to get copyright. It's Hedwig's theme song from Harry Potter. But basically she gave like a very quick brief explanation of pretty much what I was telling you, and also found out a couple other things which I'll talk about in a second. So let's look at this. This right here, this next one, this right here is where things get really hairy. So this is someone who is actually in the Facebook group that was started 6 years ago by the Maynard triplets.
Story time. About 6 years ago, I was added to a Facebook group that was run by 3 triplet sisters. And this group was just a bunch of women that were awkward nerds that came together to celebrate their nerdy interests. Just fandom fun. And we all came together to just celebrate that because we didn't have a whole lot of real life friends, and we came together to make friends this way because that's...
By the way, didn't have a lot of real life friends, and they found solace in this group. They found a community in this group only to be scammed by the creators of it.
That's how we made friends. And these triplet sisters went on to create a makeup company. And it got really popular. They were in magazines. They were in articles online all over the place. There were YouTubers, famous makeup YouTubers that were, showing off their
Jeffree
makeup
Star.
line. They were in Ulta. They were everywhere. And in this Facebook group that they created, we got a lot of kind of special treatment, I guess you would say. Like, we would get midnight pre-sales sometimes. They would come to us and show us things that were going to be, released soon. And so we all felt really special and kind of like we knew celebrities in a way, I guess.
They literally saw these triplets as celebrities to them because it was such a success right off the bat. Like, they knew these people for years. It's just, this is horrifying. And I'm seeing a lot of people say it's similar to an MLM. It's strikingly similar to an MLM. Very, very similar to how an MLM works. Preying upon, sort of these same kind of people. These are the same people that get preyed upon for MLMs, the same ones. And I just got to be honest, guys, a lot of scams are happening over on Facebook. I hate to say it.
And I think that was a little bit of what led to the problem of us being so taken advantage of, because we felt like friends to these famous people, and it let them take advantage of us even more so. After the main group was created, 2 of the triplet sisters created side groups. I was only added to one side group created by Erin, where she started,
and Mandy started
selling like her own craft creations, which is basically like specialty boxes where she would make themes of like Schitt's Creek specialty boxes, or like I'm really big into true crime, so she had like a true crime theme box.
I don't know exactly what was on Mandy's site, but all I know is that there were allegedly $160 Starbucks cups that had been designed that were for sale. gift sets that were like super overpriced for, random things. There was a lot of stuff. Like people were selling clothes. They were selling their own clothes and items and stuff like that. It was really, there was a lot. They were selling a lot of different stuff.
Or she had a Pride themed box, or like a
She came out with a Pride themed box. Okay. During Pride Month, collected all the money from anybody that wants to support Pride, and then never allegedly shipped the boxes out.
Akatar themed box, and she was throwing all of these things together where she would like sell things like that for pre-sales.
Okay, next one.
This comment brings me to my part 3 of Storybook Scam. This part is actually my personal story, which is still hard for me to talk about. I feel like I got
This is bad.
fucking PTSD from this
This
part
is
of
bad.
the goddamn story. There was a point.
This story is bad. Okay? Like, bad. Bad.
When I was
It
in
pisses me
Erin's
off.
group, and I did purchase products from her. I came to her and told her that I needed to refund all of my money from purchasing her products because I had a medical emergency and needed that money for a medical emergency for actually for one of my offspring. And in her messages, of course, she was very sympathetic. She, I'll get it to you as soon as possible. She's locked out of her PayPal, and she's locked out of this, and she's locked out of that, and she's having issues.
If anyone tells you who is a business owner and who owes you money that they're locked out of their PayPal, they're lying to you. Okay, they are lying to you. You would get the PayPal that everybody pays her through, she would get back into that so fast. She's not locked out of her PayPal.
Issues with it, but she'll get it to me as soon as she possibly can. I waited days, but of course this is a medical emergency. I needed it as soon as possible. So I messaged her often, like, hey, I'm trying to be patient, but this is an emergency. Can I get my refund? Oh, I'm working on it. I'll get it to you as soon as I can. And I'll never forget this because it was just a few days after my birthday. I messaged her about it again, and she gave me the same excuse about her not having it yet because of her PayPal being locked out or whatever. And then she actually went into the group and posted a virtual Starbucks gift card in the amount of the refund that I asked for the group to share. Like, here's a virtual gift card, everybody have coffee on me.
She posted a gift card in the exact same amount that she was asking for the same day. Now, I want to let you know right now, I'm going to spoil it a little bit. Guess how much money she was asking back for? By the way, she wanted this money refunded because her order had not been fulfilled. She was asking because she had $300 tied up in this whole scam. $300. She's put a $300 gift card in the group. $300. So we're talking about a lot of money here, which she'll never see again. This person has a medical emergency for their kid. And here's the other thing. Somebody said, at least she got a response. Or they were kind of saying like, wow, she got a response, and noting that she actually got a response. These people in the group got responses because they knew her personally in the Facebook group. So they were messaging her on Facebook saying, hey, where is it? Hey, where is it? Hey, where? Because they knew her for years.
2020 hindsight, I kind of feel like it was a taunt.
It was taunt.
Honestly,
it was a taunt.
Or like a f you slap in the face. But that day I actually left the group and I opened a claim against her. And as soon as I did that, I was blocked by Erin. And she went into her group and didn't name drop me, but somehow everybody found out what I did, and I was dogpiled on and attacked by people I thought were my friends for years. Years. Because the Maynards will come after you if you do anything to fuck with them. They will come after you. They treat their friends like attack dogs, which is another reason why some people were so scared. And they are so narcissistic that they are above that disrespect. They are.
This is literally one of the most disgusting things I've ever seen. This pisses me off and makes my blood actually boil watching something like this. And to be in a, like she said, this is a community of people that don't have friends out like in their real life. They found friendship in this this special esoteric private Facebook group for fandoms, for people that just they're coming together over their love of things. And then she gets torn down. But this is bad. This is bad. And then everybody comes after her. She sends all these people onto her to harass her. So here we go. Here's more.
I've been debating on how I wanted to follow up my last video, and I think I want to do this. First, I want to say that one of the three of the sisters was not involved.
I think this video she doesn't really mention a whole lot, but she does. The only thing that I thought was notable about this one was she mentions that Missy, for whatever reason, she wants to clarify that Missy was not really involved in all of this, the other triplet. It was mostly Aaron and Mandy. But yeah, that's kind of the only thing that she really says in this video. So let's go to the next one.
Storybook Scam Part 5. Hopefully this is the last part. So after I was blocked by Aaron, that was basically the end of the involvement between me and her.
By the way, to be blocked and you still have $300 with this person who's now blocked you and ostracized you from the group. Yikes.
I got half of my money back from PayPal, but the other half I did not get back because I went through Facebook Pay. But I was still half involved with everything that was going on, just through friends of mine that were still in her group and were getting messages from her that were her still trying to involve people in her scams. I am posting these with permission, but this is one message that a friend of...
This is bad. Okay, so this is very telling, and this is the first that we're seeing of Aaron's messages to everybody else. Now, this is a big part of the next phase of the scam. Okay, so not only is she just taking people's money and not fulfilling orders, this is her sending messages to the people that have already placed orders. She says, girl, I was trying to issue a refund for the transaction above yours, and I flipping did yours on accident, so it canceled your order and sent the money back. My stupid app scrolls without me doing it, and I've done this 3 times now. Now I'm overdrawn because what I was trying to refund for was $20, and damn, I'm going to cry. Can you please send it back when you get it? I'm done working for the day. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. She was trying to do a PayPal scam. Okay, she didn't actually accidentally cancel somebody's order. She's copy and pasted this a couple times to everybody else. She wants you to send more money so you pay twice. She didn't actually cancel anybody's. She's doing a PayPal scam to get you to pay twice. Yeah, it gets worse.
A friend of mine got. Aaron did this PayPal scam with several friends.
Several.
Of mine. Oh, and here's the continuation of her refund scam.
Hey, bizarre, but the accidental refund I sent says completed now on my end, not canceled. No idea WTF is going on, but can you check the transaction from your end? If you search Kiki, it should show. My account is frozen. Once again, she's locked out of her PayPal. So effed up, I can't tell up and down. If it's there for some odd reason, please don't send it back to that PayPal. I hope things are going okay for you. She says, mine says that the refund was canceled. So she's like saying on her end, it doesn't look that way. She goes, so weird. My bank doesn't have transaction, blah, blah, blah. Basically, excuses. Like trying to do it again.
Where
pretending
on
like she's
her end
having
it
tech
was
problems.
completed, but my friend on her end it said it was canceled. So, you know, she just wants everybody to resend the money over and over and over again. And she did this to people so many times.
By the way, there's someone in the comments of this TikTok, and she said, I also got the same exact PayPal scam message word for word. So did my best friend. Well, she was super pregnant and trying to gather funds for baby things. That's the first comment on this TikTok.
And this is another one where she's asking to refund an old order.
She goes, weird favor to run by you that you can totally say no to. Sigh, okay. So my utilities are going to get shut off and nobody is buying anything. So I have an idea. If I refund a couple of your old SBC.com orders that you've already received, and if you're willing to, could you send me the monies? And I'll give you a crystal brush set or whatever you want for free. So embarrassing. Don't tell anyone. I picked you because I know you're not one of the drama girls and won't judge. You can absolutely say no. So not only is she saying, you're not one of the drama girls. There's a lot of drama girls in here. I know you're different. Manipulator. Lying, saying my utilities are going to get shut off. You're a business owner who's in Ulta Beauty. What do you mean your utilities are going to get shut off? And you, like, when she says I'm overdrawn, what are you talking about? Refund a couple of your old orders so I can get money. And she's saying this to people that are, literally she's responding, sorry, I don't have the money. I don't even have $20 to send you.
And then send whatever they want for free. And this is to a completely different person, but as you can see, this message is just
yeah, by the way, this is a new message. Copy and pasted. Weird favor to run by you that you can totally say no to. I really wish I could, she says at the end, but I'm completely broke.
Copied and pasted.
Nice.
It is exactly the same
Nice.
message that she just mass texted to pretty much everyone.
Nice.
This is honestly one of my favorites, because remember, she always said that she was locked out of her PayPal. So she's making a new PayPal in this one and asking for someone to make a transaction on her website.
She says, favor please, can someone make a transaction on my website? I'm trying a new PayPal. Here's a coupon code for $50 off anything. Yes, you can keep the order. Code testing. Comment below if you can do so I can delete.
But don't worry, you can keep the order.
Yeah.
You know.
Because she ships those out all the time.
And there's a coupon code.
She doesn't ship your order out.
You'll see that order. Right. Yeah.
These people have receipts too.
And then Erin moved to Instagram and Facebook Marketplace after she got all the money that she could out of our little fandom group. So, selling designer purses and...
Yeah, that's a good point. Oh yeah, you can keep the money? You can keep the order you paid for? Yeah, okay.
Other things, I have no idea what else, but yeah, it's crazy. It's a crazy story.
Somebody said GoFundMe maybe? She said, blarg, not yet. I'd rather have a year waiting list than take money from people who really need it. Okay? I'm going to turn the sound off on this one because it's got, like, copyright sound. Okay? And she's got this one. It's not right. Could you imagine if I posted one Instagram post saying you can get a refund today or refund today only and then just kept the rest of the money? I'd be in prison. I don't understand how it's legal. Don't know what she's replying to, but this is coming from Miss Scammer herself. She said, for the last time, I don't want a real job. I'll spend $100 a week to make as much as a regular job as long as I don't have to have a regular job. Okay. She wrote in her own Facebook page, if you think I'm shady, leave. If you want a refund, DM me and get in line and then leave. I'm done selling. I'll figure out how to fix this shit on my own. Gonna go try not to spiral. Thanks. Once again, using mental illness as a shield for bad behavior. Despicable. Very, very despicable behavior. Okay? Yeah. Bad. Okay, but guess what? We've got more receipts. We've got more receipts. We love a good Taylor Swift song. I'm going to turn the sound off, though. Here we go again. This is from Aaron. I'm an idiot. I was trying to issue a refund for the transaction above yours, and I flipping did yours on accident, so it canceled your order and sent the money back. Again, 4th time I've done this. It's my app. It scrolls without me. And if I'm not paying attention, it's a different person. And now I'm overdrawn, and that girl's being a beehole about the refund, and damn my day. Here we go.
Things that the woman that scammed thousands of dollars from you and your friends did. Part 9. Someone in the group asked for a refund of $300 because they had a medical emergency in their family, but she said that she couldn't refund it because she didn't have the money. But then the very next day, she posted a Starbucks card for all of us to get free coffee on for $300.
$300 card. This is proof that she had she was asking for $300 back. Okay. And then look at the post. Hold on. I'm just going to read the post. She says, feeling blessed yesterday, paying it forward. Go get coffee. Please don't be a dick. I can see who the transactions are. Laughing emoji. That was the post. That was a taunt. $300.90. So there's your proof. You guys want proof? There it is. So here's the next one.
This group of people that absolutely hates me and say that I'm victimizing myself or something, but I don't know what to do.
Oh, sorry. This is Mandy talking. Mandy.
I want to live my life. I just want to be left alone. I can't do anything. They're getting my Facebook shut down, my marketplace shut down. I'm trying to sell the things in my house so that I can move into this tiny ass apartment and make.
Here we go. Somebody said, yes, we're doing this intentionally to hurt you. Please stick with that narrative. It's so original. This is people who are mad saying, like, you're reselling these items. This is not fair. You're corrupt.
And they're getting them shut down. I don't know at what point I became this person that everybody thinks they are certain about, that they know everything about. When I'm telling the truth, when I tell them that.
Here we go. This is the one I'm talking about. Okay. So this is somebody saying, how dare you, treat us like walking ATM machines to bankroll for your next scam. And she replied back, for the last time, I'm not using blank name to scam anybody. How effing dare you? I'm selling my things on Facebook Marketplace. I'm sorry that Dana asked for a refund for one of the items. Blah, blah, blah. Like, you're literally talking about 3 things that people have already said they're suing me over, and then 80 other things that have never even been shown to any of you.
Not that person. I'm not. But the things that they say about me, the things that they say to me, it's breaking me. It's not fair.
She posted, I am allowed to post anything I want on my child's Facebook, first of all. Okay, second of all, it's not fraudulent. You guys have all said you were suing me. I'm not going to store your shit for a while you sue me. Sue me for the money and when your fucking judgment, I'm going to sell the stuff so I can keep living. I don't know what she's talking about.
It's not okay.
Oh, I just want to explain something, by the way. The thing where she said, I can post whatever I want on my kid's Facebook. She allegedly got locked out of her own Facebook. So she started to post things from her child's. She made a Facebook for her child, which is another red flag a little bit. And she started to post things from there. And she started to message people from there. From her son's Facebook or whoever it was.
They have a group that's like litigation, like they're saying they're going to sue me. And so I talked to a lawyer and the lawyer said, let them sue you.
Yeah. So basically then right in this post, she's talking about how there's a separate group, a separate Facebook group of all the people basically that want to do like a class action against her. I don't know if they can do a class action. I don't know if they're all just going to take her to small claims court or whatever it is, but There's a bunch of other people that are like sharing their stories of how she's scamming them. And it's like, this is the biggest wah, wah, wah that I've ever read. This is one thing she writes. I'm selling my things because I have to move out of my house and Friday into an apartment. I don't have the room and I need money. I told people when they started this that if they were going to sue me, that it was going to be a long line behind the IRS and my child support. I told everyone that I had no intention of ever deceiving them or hurting them, but they insisted on continuing to threaten me, and now I don't have a choice. By starting litigation, you have shut me out from being able to do anything that I said I would do and was planning to do the entire time. I'm sorry for those of you who allowed the drama to pull you into a decision that is ultimately going to make it so that most likely people don't get anything for a very, very long time. I'll let you guys know more when I do. I told them my car, and I don't have one now. I'm lucky to be alive, honestly, and all of this is over for me. Your revolution to tear me down and away from my son and trying to send me to prison for a conspiracy that a small group of people have rallied you all into believing has consumed all of you to the point of wanting to see my life taken from me. I can't change that, but I can't live with that anymore. For the record, okay? If anybody does take me to small claims court, you will not be getting the items you're asking for. It will be monetary judgment, and again, they will be paid out after child support and the IRS. I'm doing my best, and I would have kept going, getting people their things, but now I can't.
Let them know that you've spoken to me, and don't talk to them about anything anymore. Like, and so I tried to do that, and I turned off commenting so that I could make my statement and just...
I just want to say this also. If you've actually spoken to a lawyer worth his salt or her salt, they would not ever allow you to go on Facebook, do a status,
walk away,
called feeling disappointed. Okay, it says she's feeling disappointed and I just want to be left alone, and then do a voice memo. I think that's day one in law school. Don't make a voice memo talking about the lawsuit and how people are suing you.
And they turn it back on, and then they just like hurl insults at me and talk about how horrible I am. And then they tell me that I'm...
Somebody said, can you please explain how I'm gaslighting? I'm serious. Please explain it. Gaslighting. Somebody said, we did the exact thing. We literally explained it already to you. I love when people do that. That's literally I feel like that's the definition of manipulative. Seriously, explain it to me after everybody's already explained it to you. After everyone has already explained it to you. Sorry, my eye keeps watering. And I'm crying over this. She said, I definitely do some of those things, but my intention is not to make anybody think this isn't happening. I never said I didn't do any of all this stuff. All I said is you have the wrong idea behind it. For some reason, you think that this was all some grand scheme that I concocted. This is all just me screwing everybody over intentionally. All I'm saying is that that's not the case. If that's gaslighting, then okay, I'm gaslighting. Literally, first of all, yeah, definitely don't ever admit to it in a comment that you're doing exactly what people are accusing you of doing. Something tells me you didn't actually speak to a lawyer. Okay? And here's the other thing. If I'm gaslighting, then okay, I guess I'm gaslighting. Is literally the famous last words of every gaslighter.
I'm gaslighting them. When I say, I'm sorry, I can't talk to you about this, take me to court. That's not gaslighting. It's not gaslighting.
Somebody said a small group. You owe big ass group of women thousands of dollars. Thousands, guys. We're talking way more money. Wait till you see all the people.
It's just stupid.
This is just
they'll
one
be like,
person.
oh, you're not being bullied, and then they'll literally bully me in groups. So I'll post on each other's pages about their mental health and all the issues that they are dealing with, and they'll be so encouraging.
Oh, yeah. So now she's like, these are the same people who post about their mental health and talk about mental health awareness. This is what I was talking about in that first video we watched from Jillian, okay? The girl who got scammed, who went to the Better Business Bureau. This is the same thing I'm talking about. So she posts stuff like this herself. Back in October, I made a post about being suicidal. Sometimes things get better on their own. Seasons change. Well, not for me, not for the better, whatever. I finally said something to my doctor. He said that my depression scores were higher than any he's ever seen. Hey girl, you won. I didn't know this was a contest, but you won. You have the most depression ever seen, ever recorded in history. Who says that? Your doctor didn't say that to you. No, they didn't say that to you. Are you fucking nuts?
And oh, you're so
It's
brave.
okay
You're
not to
so
be
brave,
okay.
And oh, mental health is so important. But they have somebody who is literally going fucking crazy in front of.
She's saying she's going crazy, and like these people are like, oh my god, they're not giving me a break because I'm mentally unwell. Unless you make people mad and they decide as a group that you don't get to feel better or that your mental health is just an excuse, don't forget that part. Glad you're feeling better. Yeah, big difference. I didn't steal thousands of dollars. I just stopped leaving my house. I didn't steal anything, but it's fine. I probably won't ever get to feel better anyway. You guys will make sure of that. But high five for mental health and you kicking ass. Go girl, hypocrites, all of you.
Of them, and they're yelling at her and telling her why, telling her it's her fault. She's a gaslighter. She's using her mental illness as an excuse. No, I'm actually just being mentally ill. It's not an excuse. It's a fact.
Once again, we're using mental illness as a shield. I have depression. Can you Venmo me? Yeah.
Storybook Scams, Part 2. So,
did we watch this already?
in this group that Erin Maynard was running that I was in, she wasn't just selling these specialty boxes. She was also selling things
talking about
like
the fandom.
Starbucks cups.
Oh,
like
never mind.
the hard to find seasonal cups, but also she was taking cups and like.
Wait till you hear this one. Now listen to this. Listen to this one. It gets worse, guys. It gets worse.
Making them themed. She was like painting them and making them like Disney themed or Game of Thrones themed and selling those. And then she was also taking things from like the Storybook warehouse and selling things from that. Like makeup brushes that didn't really sell very well and selling those for, cheaper or something. Or
once again,
selling palettes that either were never going to be sold on the website or selling things that didn't really sell very well and selling those. And she would also sell these things called like friendship boxes, I think they were called, where like you could buy something for someone else that was like in need or like couldn't afford a box themselves, and then you would get one for either for free or for like half price or something. I can't remember the exact specifics.
No good deed goes unpunished.
Of it. During this entire time, Erin was taking pre-sale money. Everyone was paying for everything that they were getting. And no one ever saw product. She did say for like the specialty boxes, oh, this would be like 8 months. This will be like a year's time because she has to order materials or, whatever fucking excuse that she gave. She would make posts in this group about how, she needed this much money by the end of this time period. There was one where she like needed $500 within 2 hours, because her landlord was coming to foreclose on her house, but she owned her house, but she still had a landlord. Like,
yeah,
her excuses were wild. And at first, all of us were like, oh my God, like, of course we'll help you get your electricity turned back on, because a lot of us, shit, I've been poor. I've had my electricity turned off a couple of times before. Of course I'll, try and help you. You got kids? I got kids. No one wants their electricity turned off. Of course I'll help you. But the excuses got wilder, and then the scams got higher, and it just got worse and worse, and people are out hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Okay.
Hundreds of...
I thought she was going to talk about something else, but yeah, so this is more excuses of my landlord's coming. Now she said, my utilities are going to go off. I need money for this. They get more obscure. By the way, these are the makeup brushes from Storybook Cosmetics. These are like the Harry Potter ones, okay? Which, by the way, all of a sudden these vanished. And by the way, I just want to mention something. You can get these on Amazon, AliExpress, Shein, you can get these anywhere. Okay, these are private labeled, like, you can get these anywhere. Okay, these are not unique in any way. Originally launched those Harry Potter inspired brushes. Shortly after, the design had to change due to copyright infringement. Yeah, Wish app. Yeah. So, guess what, guys? Get them while you can, because Warner Brothers struck them down. They smited them down. Okay. Things Erin Maynard, co-owner of Storybook Cosmetics, did to scam her friends. Shall we watch? Hold on, I'm going to turn the music off. Sold ready-to-ship items on FB and never shipped it. Sold the same items to multiple people. Convinced people to gift products to others and never sent the gifts. I have heard stories that she sold the same laptop 3 times to 3 different people. I've heard stories that she sold Tory Burch boots to people, multiple people. Gifting products to others. We just saw her talk about that one. And charged some people with, she did the PayPal scam as well. Okay. This is another thing. This is her doing like the mental health, that whole mental health charade. She said, over the past few days, I'm certain more than ever that something's very, very wrong with me. I'm going to check myself in. I'll be deactivating my social media for now. Everything is still being made. Refunds are still coming, but I have to step away and figure out what the F is wrong with me and how I could do these things to you. I'm keeping Messenger on, so you may contact me with questions. Please be kind to my family. This is me and me alone. Really? Because your sister's doing this too. Not really good to have this in writing, by the way, to say, I can't believe I've done this to you. Okay, here we go. This is her, by the way. This is Storybook Erin. She has a TikTok. She has a TikTok. Yes, she does. When you're depressed and with ADHD, you need to clean your room.
There's one thing that I need to do to kickstart fixing my fucking life.
Survey says the correct answer should have been refunding the thousands of dollars that you stole from your customers.
Yeah.
So this story is kind of long, so it might be broken up into parts, but I will go ahead and
This one's crazy.
Here.
This one's crazy.
So back in 2021, I had my last baby. I was in the hospital for a good 40 days, and then baby was in NICU for another 40 days. So we were in the hospital for a total of 70. I had sent a Facebook request on the Triplets fandom page, stating that I would really like for someone to make me a Luna Lovegood baby mobile for my daughter's room. Erin had jumped on the post and was like, please let me do it. I would really love to do this. This
is in the original page, by the way, or one of the pages made. And Erin volunteers herself as tribute to make the baby mobile.
My jam. And I was like, yeah, sure. That sounds great to me. At that point in time, I had not heard about anybody not receiving their products, aside from, hey, when am I going to get this? It's been a really long time. And I would always see, Erin or one of the other sisters post onto whatever post in the group would say, hey, sorry, we're running behind. We've got something going on. We'll get it sent out this weekend. I personally never looked into it, just because I hadn't dealt with any of that before. I have ordered from Storybook Cosmetics one time, actually, and that was back when they did the Harry Potter brushes, makeup brushes, and I did receive that order. That was back in like 2015 or 16. So I really didn't have any negative input here at that time. But anyway, so Erin had got on that post and was like, hey, let me do it. I was like, yes. She sent me a message. This is March 19th, 2021. I'll send a request now just in case I'm sleeping because I'm sick. $150 request.
So she's collecting $150 for the Luna Lovegood mobile, whatever, that she's not made yet. She requests it immediately.
So she was going to charge me $150 for it, which was fine. It's handmade. I have seen some of the products that the girls have made
It's
before.
a pyramid scheme.
I thought that was totally fair, just because it's going to be custom, yada, yada, yada.
Or maybe like a Ponzi scheme.
Here, you'll see I was telling her that I was, my mom's coming in. I was a little frantic and I would like to get, my daughter's room done. And then I told her down at the bottom there, I was like, I hope you feel better. Just let me know when you can get started. I told her I couldn't wait to see what she came up with. She says, good luck here. About a week goes by, March 28th.
By the way, she did this in March, okay? March.
We had originally planned this on March 19th. Said, how's
2021.
it going? And then she didn't respond. She actually didn't. I
think
even
it was
read
March
that message,
21st.
I remember specifically.
Remember.
And then April 2nd, I was like, hey, have you started working on the mobile yet? And apparently she had something going on with her car. Didn't hear anything about it.
Car problems, sorry.
Sorry, I don't have much time on this one. Part 2. Okay, part 2 of my storybook situation.
Sorry, my car's not working.
Like I previously said.
And my landlord's coming.
Part 1.
And my utilities are
I
off.
didn't purchase any cosmetics.
But somehow my phone never goes out of service. Oh, and I can't also get into my PayPal. But, yeah. Oh, my God.
Actually purchasing a custom-made item made by one of the triplets. So anyways, April 22nd, 26th, I had sent her a message and said, hi, Erin, was just seeing if you started on the mobile yet. She never responded. May 1st here, 2021.
We're in May.
Hey, Erin, was curious if you started on the mobile yet. Nothing. Never read it. Never responded. May 2nd, 2021. Okay, Erin. Starting to feel a little frustrating. You've not responded. Can you please let me know whether or not you're working on the mobile or send me a refund if this is something not possible to be worked on?
Perfectly acceptable, by the way. Hey, you don't have time to make it? No problem. I'll go get something on Etsy from someone who does have time. Just refund me the $150, please.
She said, hey, I'm sorry. It's been a crazy month. I have not started. Let me get home and figure out if making it is basically possible. She says, if it's not, I will absolutely refund you. I really want to make this for you, and I apologize for not getting back to you. My DMs get overwhelmed and messages get pushed down.
I'm sure they do.
Thank you. I appreciate it. May 13th, 2021. Again, did you get anything figured out? As you can see there, going 2 more days, not being responded to. May 15th, hello. May 17th. Hey, Erin.
We're a month. This has been 2 months now, by the way. 2 months.
I've tried sending a request for $150, but it's stating you don't have an account set up. So I basically took it into my own hands at that point because she had never responded to me. So I was like, guess I'll just ask for a refund this way instead.
The baby's going to be a toddler by the time she makes it, yeah.
She had given me her link for the PayPal for me to...
Yeah, that's not a baby anymore.
Because I had originally tried sending it to her through Facebook Messenger, but it wasn't letting me set up the request for it. So anyways, I told her, thanks.
She's like, Mommy, where's the refund? Like, what
I
the...
had let her know,
It's like taking taking candy from a baby.
And that...
Literally.
Life gets in the way sometimes, and I was basically making excuses alongside with her, telling her, if I get myself, overwhelmed with things, I tend to get flabbergasted, and
you can tell this is the nicest person on earth.
I can't do it. So here is where I had sent the request through PayPal for the $150 back.
So easy.
Some time goes by. I said, Erin, please send me my refund.
She's doing the passive-aggressive period now. You know she means business.
Sends me a message and says, hey, lady, I'm trying. I don't have any money to send back to you until someone buys something. Sorry.
She doesn't have the money to send back to you until someone buys something. Why don't you use the $300 you stole? Oh, but you're giving away a $300 gift card to Starbucks. But you can't send back $150 until somebody buys something. Yeah.
Okay, so...
Next.
She tells me that she doesn't have the funds and that she's waiting for someone to buy something that way she could refund me. So a few days go by and I tell her, I was like, this is $150, this isn't $20. And that this was totally uncool, unprofessional, and wrong. You shouldn't have accepted something you didn't think you could do, then proceed to tell me you haven't the funds. I have been patient, I have been understanding. I had given her time.
She has a baby. She has a baby. She's doing this to somebody who has a baby or is going to have a baby or has a newborn baby. She's sick.
was like 2 months. This is from March, and now we're at May 24th. I was like, you run a business. It's not my fault that you do not have the funds. I'm not trying to show you a lack of empathy here, but this needs to be fixed. Like I said, this started at March 19th, okay? Like, this whole process started March 19th. So I'm irritated at this point. She says, I will find someone to borrow the money from. Thank you for waiting. May 24th. 4 days later, I said, Aaron, I may have to take this to small claims court. I would really appreciate getting my $150 back so I do not have to take this step. Thanks. May 30th. So she has like this side group. It was Aaron's something of another. I don't remember what it was, but she had posted about some flower boxes, like $100-something, $200-something a pop. And there were people that were like, yeah, you know, I'm giving you all my money right now. I want to get it. And I did get on the post, and I was like, because she had said something about gardening all day. For some reason, something pops in my mind about her saying she went to Home Depot. I can't remember verbatim what exactly that post had said, but I got on the post and I was like, hey.
By the way, this is not the first time that people are finding out that she's using their stolen funds to fund her lifestyle. She's gardening, she's getting, well, we'll see what she gets. Coming up soon.
Hey, you gonna send me my $150 back? Like, if you're able to do this right here, like, can you help a girl out? So I got deleted, blocked, kicked from that
She got
group
blocked.
So freaking fast.
Blocked.
And this is when she finally reached out to me and was, excuse me, that was uncalled for. I've been nothing but upfront with you. For your information, everything in that picture was in my backyard under my deck. You can either wait for me to have the funds or take me to court. I have every intention of paying you back. So, please stop and have some compassion. She says, I apologize.
No. No. This makes me fiery with rage. Fiery with rage. Like, I have done nothing, all caps. Have some compassion. F*** you.
Things didn't go as planned, but to be fair, specifically told me you had no time frame. I did tell her that I didn't have
no time frame. I'm gonna have a baby. Yeah, I'm actually having a baby. It's for my baby, and my baby's gonna grow up. There's a time frame. What are you talking about?
An exact time frame, but we'll get more to that here in just a second. I said, you sit here and post daily about how you need money, but then you never send anything out. You sit there and... She says, I've been shipping for weeks. I'm not going to argue or defend myself. I've absolutely made mistakes, but I'm trying. So above where she had said something along the lines of, like, I had told her I didn't have a specific time frame. We'll get to that here in just a second. But, you know, she started gaslighting me, telling me that I didn't have any compassion for her. Do you see how long I have been asking you to respond to me? This has been a long time coming now. Like, this is a lot. Okay, so
it continues.
I think I'm like on part 5. But anyways, you know, she says, I'm very sorry for this situation, truly. I said, when someone says they would fully refund you because the buyer understands you just don't have the time, you should follow through with this. As a customer, a time frame, this is the part where I was talking about time frame, or not, you should still be updated. You told me you couldn't do it in the end and that you would refund me. So as a business owner, you should follow through with that.
I just got to make a comment right now. I need to make a comment right now. You cannot reason with someone like this. You cannot send them a perfectly worded moral argument, ethical argument about what they're doing is wrong. She doesn't care. You need to strike the fear of God in this person's heart. Honestly, that's the only thing you can do. Say you're going to go after her with the police. Say you're going to sue. Say you're going to do... You cannot... She doesn't care. She doesn't give a fuck. You need to escalate things. Say, guess what? I'm getting everybody together. This is not going to work.
So my whole point with this whole time frame thing was, you know, I had messaged you multiple times. You weren't responding to me. So finally it got to the point of me saying, hey, if you can't do it... So we're going through, you know, all this time.
Mommy, where's my
hey,
mobile?
Can you do it? Can you not do it? Can't do it? Cool. Can we get a refund on it?
Mommy, send her a lawsuit.
Obviously, you know, this is where we're at. I said, so as a business owner, you should follow through with that. That's where the fault is. I had come to you over and over again, and weeks had gone by to the point of months. I didn't say that, but that's me saying. And days without any type of responses, and that angers a customer. And I said something to her here about, you know, she's saying to show some compassion, yet she should be realizing that she's technically stealing customers. Apparently, I'm not the only one that she's done this to, and it's very unprofessional and totally uncalled for. Side note, I had spoken with someone else that said that, you know, it's only $20, but she promised me she was going to send me a cup months ago, and I never got the cup. Dude, that's yet another person.
By the way, June 10th. That says June 10th. She placed the order for the mobile in March.
You're telling that they're going to have the stuff, because I had asked that person specifically,
March.
hey, did you message her? Yeah, she never reads my messages. When she does, oh, I'll send it next.
By the way, I'm not critiquing what she did here, like, you know, her response, because it's like, she didn't know that she was doing this probably to everybody else. So she didn't know that this person cannot be reasoned with, probably. So I'm not critiquing what she did. She did the best thing she could in the moment. I'm just saying, like, hindsight's 2020, outsider looking in, you cannot reason with these people. This person is psychotic.
Next week, then a week goes by.
It's sociopathic.
And it just goes on and on and on.
Unironically.
And so finally I told her, also don't try to gaslight someone because they want what is rightfully theirs back. Okay, I'm sorry. June 10th. Hi, checking in on my refund status.
Doesn't care.
June 15th. Hi, checking in on
September.
status of refund. July 1st, checking on my status of refund. September 21st, 2021. Aaron, I really need my refund. I mean, I am literally sending her a message every so often just to, you know, be like, hey, hello, help me out here. Look, unread. Aaron, September 24th, 2021. I mean, so March 19th, September 24th, 2021. And then that last one is September 25th. Hey, Aaron, that last one's September 25th of this year. Hey, Aaron, I've sent an email and I've still not received my 150. Can you please help with this? I really need it back.
She's never seeing it again.
So she had said on one of her, I guess on one of posts in one of the groups, hey, send me an email. I'm going to get this back to you. Multiple people have sent this email. Nobody has heard anything back. So there you have it.
Shocker.
There's my story. Very frustrating all over the place. Sorry for that.
I just need to say this as well. These are 2 stories that we've seen now, 3 stories-ish. This is simultaneously happening to dozens, maybe hundreds of women at the same time. Same messages, same ghosting behaviors, same copy paste.
Put a finger down if a friend once added you to a Facebook group and you had no idea what the group was about, but it had the word fandom in the title, so you felt right at home because you're a huge nerd, and you ended up making a lot of really amazing friends in this group, and even supported some of these friends' businesses by buying from them and telling everybody you knew about their products. But then they started doing some shady stuff, and they preyed upon your supposed friendship and used you and other mutual friends to basically bankroll their lifestyle while consistently saying that you would get the products that you bought. But it's been years now, and you and other people are out hundreds, if not thousands of dollars, and they are continuing to live their life without a care about the people they have hurt and stolen from. And so now you're on TikTok making a vague video about it so that you can get the word out, because you know it's still happening and you don't want anybody else to get it taken advantage of.
Oh, the word's gonna be out. Trust me. This is too fucking crazy.
Okay, I did
Watch
some
this
digging
one.
on that whole flower box thing that I was telling
We
you
have
guys
receipts,
about, and I
y'all.
figured
We
that,
got
the
receipts.
whole Home Depot and things like that. So give me 1 second. Okay, so this is the post that I was telling you guys about.
These posts are insane.
For some reason, Home Depot came to mind, but I guess usually people go to Home Depot to buy stuff for their gardens and all of that. Well, we do here in the South anyways. But anyways, so right.
She said, guys, I just told myself if I can make a sale today and I can buy some flowers and try gardening for some therapy this year. She's using therapy, saying, guys, I really need money so I can go to I can take myself to therapy and just have use garden as my therapy because I'm just struggling. If you want to buy a flower box for $140, DM me. $140.
Right here, she goes, guys, we sell brush
I'm gonna
sets
skip
for
through.
$200.
Get everything in the box. She's making more boxes. $200. Custom box, cup, mystery. Every in-stock SPC item. Valued over
Also
way
includes every
more.
in-stock Storybook cosmetic item, a custom box, a custom a custom cup, a geeky mystery box valued over $1,000. So she did originally say like $140, did she not?
Yep.
So I'm only going to partly show this because there's a picture of her son in this picture, and I don't.
This is the photo that she responded to that got her blocked. Where she's like, so you have time to garden, but you don't have time to go make my mobile that I asked you to make 6 months ago. You have money to go buy stuff for your garden, for your house that you own, even though you say you have a landlord, and your utilities that are off, but somehow you have water to garden with and all of this other stuff, and you're posting nonstop from Facebook. Okay.
I don't want to show off him, but she goes, okay, so I did. Sorry,
I'm just going to skip through this a little bit.
That way I could cover some.
She says, she said, you have the money for this, but not for my $150 refund. Interesting. That's when she promptly got blocked by everybody else. Okay, so this is basically, that's what she's talking about in this one.
Excuse how I look. I've been sick with the belly bug for the last 48 hours. But I had gone back through some more of my messages.
More receipts.
Just to see if I've had any other issues with the other sisters. I don't recall messaging with Mandy or Missy outside of this right here. And I actually never even messaged her on this either. She had waved at me and asked me for a $50 request. Now this right here is from her son's account. And as you see, she did two $50 requests and canceled both of them. But I don't know what these were for. Like I said, I don't recall having any messages outside of this between one of the other sisters. However, I did post this in my little group that I'm in, and a few other people had posted the same thing. So this was just...
By the way, this is when she got kicked out of her other Facebook. She was using her son's Facebook to request money from people on Facebook. And she requested $100 from her randomly.
Something else. I think I came across one other message. Hold on. You guys have probably seen this one in the hashtag Storybook Scam. This is the one that says, hey, she's selling another, they're not even friends on Facebook. Hey, we have Starry Night palettes coming in 10 days. You want one? Who sells like that? Just buy it off the website. Just literally buy it off the freaking website.
Okay, don't look at me. I've been sick. But let's talk about triplet number one, shall we? She starts a private Facebook group where she's going to destash some stuff that she doesn't need, and it's an offshoot of the big main Facebook group that we're all in. And at the time, it seemed pretty reasonable, right? She had stuff she wanted to get rid of that people might want to buy, so people joined it. And at first, she starts selling actual items. Like, I sent money for a pair of Beats headphones that are wildly outdated now because it's been like
Beats
5
headphones.
Years, and I've never seen these headphones. And she was selling so many things at the same time that for a while, people were like, well, just hold off until I know everything I'm going to buy, and then you can ship it all to me at once. Things like laptops, Apple pencils, random stuff that it's reasonable to have and be ready to sell. But then she starts doing raffles where you pay $5 and if you win the raffle, you get these insane things. We're talking designer bags she's going to order with the money she gets from the raffle, Disney gift cards, Disney cruises, MacBooks, Mac Pros, vacuum cleaners, you name it. She was trying to hawk it, and it was items that she did not physically have, but she was
this is a masterclass in all the different kinds of possible scams you could ever do.
Taking the money for these raffles, and so
she just needs to catfish somebody
that
next.
She would use that money to do the raffle and pay for the raffled item, and that it was just a fun thing she was doing for her friends. She also started selling digital art because her first business and one of her talents is that she creates like digital art, and so
Oh.
she was selling those as well.
Of course she does.
But we started realizing that nobody was getting anything. She also did this under a different Facebook than her
Major
original.
crime,
and I
by the
think
way.
that she'd said that she was locked out of her first one. I can't really remember.
She
So
did.
once these raffles started stacking up, she deletes that Facebook page and claims that it was flagged, that she thinks
Yeah.
someone in her family
She needs to make like a shit coin. Storybook Cosmetics shit coin. And then she has like the Holy Trinity.
must have reported it as not her, not knowing. So a lot of the history is gone. And so she can't send anything. Once those raffles started stacking up and she knew she couldn't get out from under them because she was using the money for online.
Then go back and look at whoever gave you money for a raffle and then choose from those people and count up how much money you got. The money is somewhere. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you?
Online poker. She decided to take the stance that we all knew we were in an online gambling ring and that we should have known that we weren't going to get any of those items and that we gambled and lost.
Gambled.
It also came out that she
It's
sold
your fault, guys.
laptops 3 times. This
Your fault, guys. Sorry. You're in a gambling ring. Didn't you know? When you're in a raffle, you're in a gambling ring. Whenever you go to a baseball game and you do a baseball raffle, don't you know you're in a gambling ring?
Down if a friend once added you to a Facebook group and you had no idea what the group was about, but it had the word
Yeah, I don't know if you can't really see that well, but look at all of these people in this. Put a finger down if somebody scammed you. The first one is up here in this tiny little corner. There's a chain of, look at all these people. Look at all of these people.
I interrupted the Weird Things series to discuss
Here
more
we
of
go.
the story. People would often buy
gets
ready-to-ship
worse.
items from Erin because
Gets
they
worse.
thought that was a safer bet than ordering custom-made items because they didn't believe that she would be able to meet her deadline on those. The thing is that they were never shipped. So people lived near Erin and they would offer to just come and pick up their items. She refused. People eventually came and helped her pack boxes, but still those products were not shipped. She claimed it was because she did not have the funds to pay for the shipping labels, but then she had people pay for shipping labels themselves and send them to her, or send her money for said shipping labels, and she still did not ship them. So obviously, that was not the problem. So what was the problem, Erin? What was?
Sending you money to ship their products. Still can't ship. Nope. Still can't ship them. Sorry, guys. Don't have the money to ship them.
Erin got almost $80,000 in PPP loans.
Hey, guys. Were you ready for this plot twist? Her other company called the Geeky
Erin got
Cauldron
almost
got $78,710 from a PPP loan. Oh, but that's not all. Storybook Cosmetics also got PPP loan money. Oops. Oops. I just don't have the money to pay you back, guys, but I did get this $80,000 check from the government. Still can't pay you back, though. Sorry.
Weird things that the other woman that scammed thousands of dollars
Okay,
from
here
you
we
and your
go.
friends did. Part 8. Messaged a Canadian member of the group asking for a photo of her driver's license and a bank statement because the online poker site that she was using didn't allow U.S. citizens to play. Weird things that the...
So, she's playing online poker. She asked one of the Canadian members, hey, can I have a picture of your driver's license so I can, like, Photoshop it onto Photoshop my face into it so I could use it, so I could gamble, because I can't use it. These American citizens can't use it.
Thousands of dollars from you.
American citizens can't use this gambling site that I'm using, so do you think that I could just, like, have a copy of your ID and stuff like that? Oh yeah, don't forget about the $70,000, $80,000 PPP loan.
Continuing this story, when the Canadian person didn't send her the documents that she asked for, she just said, "Oh wait, I forgot that I can Photoshop." And this isn't even the only time that she's done that. So she had made a second Facebook account where she did a lot of the selling under the name Mandy Potter, which is a person that doesn't exist. It's after, Harry Potter. And so this is where a lot of people paid her, and it's gone now. So these people don't have a lot of record of their interactions with her. But at some point, she needed to send documentation for that account to Facebook. And she says that she created a driver's license, a birth certificate, a social security card, and then took a selfie holding this identification for a person that doesn't exist. Continuing.
I'll be honest, I don't even know what she said right there or what was going on. But it doesn't stop. It literally does not stop.
Hey, do you want to see an example of audacity? This girl sold the same exact items to multiple people at the same time, with no intention of ever shipping them out, and then posted this literally on Beyonce's internet.
This is the part where okay, so this is discussing the Facebook account that she made for the son that she got kicked out of or something like that. Okay? Somebody's calling her out for scamming. She's talking about how she posts whatever she wants on her own Facebook, on her own child's Facebook.
I can't make it up. I wish I could make it up. I'm not that creative, but I wish I could make it up. Oh, and the child's Facebook that she's talking about was like actually a toddler at the time. So like that's super weird. What's the baby need a Facebook for? But basically it was once her account got blocked from selling stuff, she just decided to use her kid's name instead. So like A+ parenting. Great job.
Her account got blocked from selling. I wonder why.
This is going to be a longer video, but I want to address some questions that I've been asked in my comments and I've seen in other people's comments. Namely this one: how is this possible? How did we let this happen? And there's a lot of factors to this. So first, what's important to note is that each sister had their own Facebook group where they would sell things.
Listen to this. This is a perfect summation, and she summarizes exactly what a lot of people have already asked. And it's, how did this happen? How did these people not realize it was a scam? How did this go on for so long? This is exactly why stuff like this goes on for so long.
The one that I was in particular started in January of 2021. And a lot of selling took place in those first few months. She would sell custom cups, custom like themed boxes that she was having her manufacturer make. She would sell Storybook makeup. She would sell her own personal items. Danielle Nicole purses, shoes, shirts, her makeup. So she was just selling, and then it slowed down, and then eventually she was like, oh, I have an idea. Buy boxes as gifts for people who didn't buy them. So then people bought more boxes. And it was like, first we were waiting for her to make the handmade stuff, like the custom cups. And then we were waiting for her manufacturer to manufacture all the stuff. And then is when it came out that she was not going to be able to do these things for us. So that is what happened. A lot of stuff was sold very quickly, and that's what happened there. With the refund scam, the PayPal refund scam, she would message people and say, I accidentally refunded you. Can you send the money back? And as a makeup for that, I will send you something, send you some Storybook product or whatever. And eventually, the refund would never clear
PayPal
because there was
scam.
no money in the account. So these people, some of them would send the money. Some people didn't end up doing it. They're like, okay, well, I'm going to wait for it to clear. But some people didn't wait for it to clear, and then they would send the money back. And all of this happened in Facebook messages. So nobody knew because it was not out in the open. She was messaging like every single person in the group. It feels like there's nearly 500 people, and we know that pretty much everyone that we've talked to has gotten these refund scam questions. So that's how that happened. And then I also want to make sure that it's understood that we have been in this group since the original group, the main group, where we all came together, since 2016. and they have been delivering on their products, their Storybook products, their Fan of the Month products, Half Blood Prince products. They were delivering. They might have been a little bit late, but we always eventually got our stuff. So that's why we stuck around. That's why we, defended them. And now they're not doing it. Now we realize that they were just buying our loyalty, and now we're sick of it. We're trying to get the word out that they're scammers.
Oh, the word's gonna be out. Trust. Trust that the word will be out. So, guys, I mean, it's really bad. Hold on. Hold on. There's one more. I have one more. Hold on. There's one more.
Things that the woman that scammed thousands of dollars from you and your friends did. Part 7. Offered to pick up hard-to-find Halloween Starbucks cups at the
This is
store
crazy.
that she was already going to, but then made people pay for gas when they bought the cups from her and shipping, but then she never shipped the cups, and then made them pay for shipping again, and then never shipped them again. Weird things that the
She had, okay, let me just get this straight. She said, hey guys, I'll go pick up the special cups at Target or wherever. You give me the money, but if I'm going to drive there, I'm going to need gas money. So give me that too. On top of that, you're going to need to give me shipping money. And, oh, wait a minute. I'm not actually going to ship it out, but, oh, you want a refund? Okay, sorry. I accidentally refunded you again. Can you just pay me again? But I'm never going to pay. I'm never going to ship it to you. So she did the PayPal scam again. This is not real. Hold on a minute. Wait, guys. I got one more.
weird things that the woman that scammed thousands of dollars from you and your friends did. Part 5. Told us she was too broke to process refunds or ship out any packages, but then posted a selfie and tried to convince us that the new Botox and lip fillers were completely free. Weird.
So now we've got Botox and we've got lip fillers on top of all of this. Wait, guys. I've got one more.
Weird
There's
things
more.
that the woman that scammed thousands of dollars from
There's
you
more.
and your friends did. Part 4. She couldn't access any of her emails, bank accounts, or ship out any products because a woman in a Joe's Crab Shack shirt stole her phone at Michael's.
Someone in a Joe's Crab Shack shirt stole her phone at Michael's. Guys, look. I'm sorry I said all those horrible things earlier, but some woman in a Joe's Crab Shack shirt forced me to say them. Like, what is happening? This is one of those moments where it's like, all right, I need to say something so specific that people will believe me because it's so specific. Karma's a person in a Joe's Crab Shack shirt. Guys, I got one more.
Thousands of dollars from you and your friends did, or in this case, didn't do. Part 2. She got behind on refunding and sending out our orders because she didn't vaccinate her cat and then went to jail.
Fuck! Are you kidding? Oh, I forgot to vaccinate my cat, guys. And I also went to jail this week. I went to jail this week, guys. And my cat I forgot to vaccinate my cat, so. Fuck. And the thing with the Joe's Crab Shack, I can't catch a break. I can't, seriously, I cannot catch a break. I just can't. Guys, that really was my last one. Okay. Karma's an unvaccinated cat purring in my lap because it loves me. Okay. All I can really say about all of this is that I don't even know what to say. I'm in utter disbelief. Guys, yeah. Sorry, guys. What did you... No, guys, I'm going to have to get off today. They're here. It's the Joe Scrap Shack. She's here. Like, there's no word. I have no words. I can't even express how sorry I am to these people who've been scammed out of all of this money that they surely will never ever see again. You know, the reason why I can't stand scams like this, and you know that I hate scams like this, you know I hate stuff like this, because she's stealing money from people who I know need it. Everything she did is despicable. These are people that thought that they had found a community that they felt like they could belong to. These are people she's lied to and she's gaslit and she's manipulated over and over. I have no clue what to even say. I literally am at a loss for words. I will never go to a Joe Scrap Shack again. Or actually, no, I will go. She sold me on Joe's Crab Shack. No, it's just, it makes me sick. So I wanted to just get it out there and let the world know and, you know, hopefully pass the story along in any way that I can, because I feel like that's the only thing that they can do. These people have tried everything. Here's the thing that really drives me crazy is that I know that the reason why a lot of these people have not, and they've said this, okay, have not gone after her legally is because they do not have the money to get into a legal dispute. They don't. They don't. And I think that she knows that. And that's what makes me the sickest of all is like, you know, what do? They're at a loss. Spread the word, spread the news that this is going on. And, you know, hopefully there's some silver linings within here that you can hopefully look for next time. I hate to say it too, because it kind of makes you question everybody now. You're like, if your friends, if your community can do this to you, then, you know, who can I trust? So that's the villain story of Storybook Cosmetics. Thank you for coming to this presentation.